global pandemic has been taking a toll on all of us. It's been a tough year, and that's why Intermountain Healthcare is raising awareness about the stresses, specifically on women's heart health. I want to bring in Shirley Peterson, who's a PA with Intermountain Healthcare. Hi, Shirley.
Hi there. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, thank you for being with us. And we've talked a lot about women's heart health this month, obviously, but specifically the stresses that COVID-19 has had on our hearts. So let's talk more about it.
Sure, absolutely. It's just so important to acknowledge and think about what the pandemic has done for our health overall. And as we talk about the pandemic and we talk about stress and we particularly talk about women during this Heart Month, one of the most important things that we can acknowledge is that chronic stress does actually take a toll on our health. And particularly as women who tend to serve in more caregiver roles, being aware of what stress looks like in your life, being aware of the impact that it can have on your health is just so important. A couple of points I'll share is that our bodies are really well equipped to deal with stress under short-term circumstances. So, our stress hormones increase and we run from the tiger, we run from the fire. But here we are a year into this pandemic where stressors of uncertainty, of childcare, of schooling at home, of caring for elders in our communities, just are really starting to take a toll. And what happens in our body's response is we start to see an increase in these stress hormone levels, and how those directly impact our heart health is they are known to increase our blood pressure and our blood sugar, our cholesterol and levels of inflammation, and really inhibit our sleep. And all of those factors combined just wreak havoc on our heart health. So it's just so important to acknowledge that and identify and be honest with ourselves about what our experience has been and how we can reduce our risk.
Well, and Shirley, I know even for me, I'm a high strung person. I'm a busybody, but I'm not a stressed, anxious person. And I have been all of the above this last year. And there's days where I felt like I'd run a marathon, but I really hadn't done that much. So, as other people are listening right now, and we're all going, oh my gosh, I'm starting to get stressed. So how do we cope with it?
Yeah. Well, the first step is just simply recognizing it. We've never experienced this before. This is absolutely unprecedented. So really just being honest about, gosh, recognizing that something feels different or this does feel stressful. And it comes across in different ways for so many people. But how do we cope with it is number one, acknowledging it. And then number two, identifying what works best for you. And for a lot of the women that I see, and a lot of patients I see, they might acknowledge it, but what they don't do is give themselves permission to take time to address it. And because, they're taking care of other people, they're caregivers. And so what I share with them is the best way that you can take care of others is by taking care of yourselves first. We've heard that a lot. We hear about that concept, but there's never more been an important time like this to acknowledge what that looks like for you personally and identifying what it means to address it for yourself. So is it starting just some meditative work, some gratitude work, deep breathing exercises, something on a daily basis that fills your cup and helps to reduce those stress hormone levels in a moment that's intentional so that you can continue to show
like
what you want to.
So ladies, go take yourself out, get a pedicure, do self-care at home, whatever it is, make some time for yourself. Well, Shirley, if they want more information, where can they go?
Well, we would love to hear from you and would direct you, first of all, to our website at intermountainhealthcare.org, where you can find all of our subspecialties, including cardiology. We'd love to hear from you and answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much.